Hi everyone, going to read to you chapter 2 of Bad Dad, following on from chapter 1 that I recorded yesterday. This chapter is called Out of Control. The night of the accident, there seemed to be something badly wrong with Dad's car from the start. Instead of the Mini's distinctive roar, today the engine was making a loud grinding noise as if it was about to explode. As soon as Dad threw Queenie into gear on the start line, the car lurched forward in stops and starts like a bucking bull. That fateful night, Frank was sitting on top of the pile of cars just outside the stadium, as he always did. It was in the depths of winter, and wind and rain swirled around him. Despite being soaked to the skin, the boy never wanted to miss a race. Something was very wrong that night. Very wrong. As soon as the flag waved to start the race, Dad struggled to control his own car. Tonight, there was no roar from the Mini's engine, rather that grinding noise. A deathly hush descended on the crowd. Frank felt sick to his stomach. Suddenly, there was a huge explosion from Queenie's exhaust pipe. Bang! "Dad!" shouted the boy. From all that distance, the man couldn't hear his son, especially over the thunder of all the other cars' engines. Frank desperately wanted to help, to do something, anything. But he was powerless to stop what was about to happen. The Mini sped up dramatically and then wouldn't slow down. It was out of control. Zoom! The art of racing motor vehicles is knowing when to go fast and when to slow down. Immediately, Dad was taking the corners far too quickly. This wasn't what a champion banger racer did. Frank's heart was thumping in his chest. Queenie's brakes must have gone. But how? Dad would always check and recheck his car before every race. Suddenly, Queenie swerved sharply to avoid a head-on collision with a Ford Capri. But the Mini was going far too fast, and as it turned, it rolled over and over and over. Boom, boom, boom. Dad's car was now upside down in the middle of the track. The Jaguar behind smashed into the Mini, sending the car flying through the air. It crashed to the ground again. Bam! Smashing into pieces. "No, Dad, no!" shouted Frank from the top of the tower of cars. Down on the track, there was a mighty pile-up as the cars couldn't stop in time. Smash! Bang! Crash! There was the sound of metal crunching into metal and glass smashing. Kaboom! One of the cars exploded into a fireball. "No!" shouted Frank. The boy raced down the tower of cars and ran through the crowds to his dad's car. An air ambulance hovered overhead before landing on the track. Frank held his father's hand through the wreckage as the fireman tried to cut him out of the car. "What are you doing here, mate?" whispered Dad. "You should be home, in bed." "I'm sorry, Dad," replied Frank. "I'm going to need the biggest huggle when I'm out of this." "Everything's going to be all right, Dad. I promise." But it was a promise the boy couldn't keep. And that's the end of chapter 2. So tomorrow I'll read chapter 3.